something? That lady sitting in there, who's the woman in the painting she's looking at?
Oh, that's Carlotta. You find it in the catalog. Portrait of Carlotta.
May I have this?
Yes.
Thank you.
The rule Hitchcock adheres to is this: left to right is a natural order. We read that way, and so our eyes naturally want to move with the camera that way. In Vertigo, moving left to right means telling the truth. Right to left, and you're telling a lie. Often we see characters balancing in the center, unable to distinguish whether they're being truthful or deceiving one another. Now, this is a theory, but after watching the film again recently, I've found plenty of moments to help back me up. Obvious moments, like Hitchcock's own cameo. As we can see, he moves from left to right, just before crossing paths with our main character, Scotty, who's moving right to left. He even goes so far as explaining the rule through dialogue. It's the first time we see Scotty on the left side of the frame, and he's near blatantly telling audiences how to navigate the rest of the film.
Wow.
Well, I have a theory. I think if I can get used to heights just a little bit at a time, just a little like that, progressively, you see? I'll show you what I mean.
So there it is, Scotty's natural order, left to right. But let's start at the beginning and see what happens when you go against the natural order. The first shot is at the last rung in a ladder. We see two fists come up, right, then left. At first glance, we're told something is wrong. The chase continues across rooftops, moving from right to left, with Stewart's character following behind. Immediately, we see Scotty afflicted with his disability. He's hanging off the edge of a high roof and cannot focus enough to save himself. A fellow police officer falls to his death, trying to save him, stacking guilt on top of Scotty's fear. But what does this all mean in terms of framing? We see three different men on a race for the left. The youngest, most athletic, is ahead and winning. Next is the older but able-bodied cop chasing his criminal. Then we meet our hero. He drags behind, does not fit the mold of cops versus robbers, and has a problem making the last jump. Up and to the left. Visually speaking, he's chasing a lie, something unattainable. It is not Scotty's destiny or even his job to follow a criminal across rooftops. Hitchcock is telling us that our character is not only in the wrong place at the wrong time, but that he doesn't realize it yet. From this scene on, Scotty is seen on the right side of the frame. He's cosmologically stuck on this side of the frame because he won't accept the possibility of failure, that he hasn't achieved his destiny, or that he may never will, or that his dream is even wrong in the first place.
You were the bright young lawyer that decided he was going to be chief of police someday.
Our first female role, Midge, is introduced on the left side of the frame. Not only is she a former love interest,
Oh, Johnny-O.
she's also an artist, which will come to play an important role in the concepts of fiction presented later. Midge is the voice of reason. She's on the left because left to right means telling the truth. However, Scotty can't accept that yet. He's seen pointing his new cane at the center of the frame, attacking the left, attacking Midge, while the two of them argue over what he'll do with the rest of his life. Scotty's frustrated, but he hasn't accepted the fact that he could be wrong yet, that his life of chasing criminals may be over forever. At one point, Scotty points to a brazier on the left-hand side of the frame where Midge is blocked. He asks about the design, and Midge answers that it's based off the physics of the cantilever bridge, known for having support on only one side of its structure. And if you say it fast enough, it sounds like she's saying the can't-leave-her bridge.
Works on the principle of the cantilever bridge.
Does?
Which directly foreshadows Scotty's inability to forget about Madeline later in the film. Notice how he points down and to the left? The next important scene has Scotty talking to what will prove to be the man who deceives him. An old friend asks Scotty to do a favor.
I want you to follow my wife. No, it's not that. We're very happily...
Sounds simple enough until he mentions,
I'm afraid some harm may come to her.
From whom?
Someone dead.
for almost the entire scene, Scotty is placed on the left side of the frame. He's only been here once before, but it looks comfortable for him. He's lost his cane, he's confident again, he should be ready for a new journey. A real journey from left to right.
Well, I guess that just about covers everything, doesn't it?
Though his potential is quickly interrupted by his friend's request.
I'm supposed to be retired. I don't want to get mixed up in this darn thing.
Look,
If you watch this scene again, you'll see that as soon as Scotty agrees to his friend's request, he's placed on the opposite end of the frame. More hints are given here as Scotty's pleading friend is consistently placed in front of the many paintings on the wall behind him. The room is full of different pictures and paintings, art and fantasy. Hitchcock frames him purposely this way because he's trying to tell us that this man is lying. This man is slowly building a fictional frame around himself and his lies in order to eventually frame Scotty. For a majority of the film, Scotty is seen following Madeline. She's consistently on the left side of the frame as Scotty is always on the right side and watching her. From this point on, Scotty is on his wayward journey of right to left. The moments in which he's reversed to being on the left side and Madeline on the right are the moments of real truth. These are the moments when we can infer that Scotty is falling in love with her, and she with him.
Here, I'll get some more coffee.
This is when the real tragedy begins. Scotty will always be chasing the fictional version of Madeline. Even up the stairs, when she supposedly falls to her death, they move up and to the left. He falls in love with the fictional Madeline, chases her love, receives it,
It wasn't supposed to happen this way. It shouldn't have happened.
and then loses her because of his own weakness. At this point, it should be the hardest lesson for him. As we can see, he's put back on the left, but only when he's at the bottom of the frame. Scotty is scared to try anything again. He's scared of the real journey ahead, the one of not chasing his dreams, the one of left to right.
Bong gets from the moment the son hears about the housekeeper's allergy to the moment he poisons her in 8 economical shots. That's conciseness worthy of Hitchcock, who Bong actually snuck into this montage a few shots back.